So the reason why Greg got involved with the Everest was first and foremost for year one. He's got an ownership in Chautauqua, so the fundamental fact was to get Chautauqua a slot in the race. I think that was important to him, and at the end of the day, the horse owes him and the ownership group nothing. Almost, what is it, $8.5 million in prize money and 3 TJs.
Chautauqua is eating up the ground. Lord of the Sky, a half in front. Chautauqua starting to level up. Here we go. Boom! Here he comes. Chautauqua. Boom! Right over the top. Chautauqua takes out the TJ. Back-to-back wins. It's English a half length in front. Can he do it? Chautauqua, he's flying. Yes! There's history.
So I think that's the one fundamental factor for Greg or GPI Racing, was secure the slot for Chautauqua. But secondly, from Greg's point of view, he's obviously a huge racing enthusiast. Saw what Racing New South Wales were trying to do to promote the industry here in Sydney, and wanted to be behind it. Greg, being a racing enthusiast, he absolutely loves these big races. TJ Smith Day, he's always on the phone. If he's not there, he's not there, but he's always on the phone the week leading up to it. Having a slot in the Everest is huge. It means a lot to Greg, and to be having Chautauqua, one of his own horses, running in it is huge. Irrelevant of prize money, etc., just to be able to have that horse running in that particular race, the world's richest turf race, it means a lot to him. Having Chautauqua as one of the favoured runners from early on is obviously one of the positives to bring to the situation, and we all hope that everything goes to plan, and his run in the shorts was eye-catching and sectionals proved so. Hope he takes another step forward in the Premier, and then game day obviously 14th of October. Greg's excitement and enthusiasm will be showcased that day, so we all look forward to it as much as the team, obviously the rest of the ownership group with Rupert and the Throsby family, and as much as that with the Hawkes family as well. So GPI Racing is Greg's racing and breeding operation. It's very boutique. We've got stallion shares and Schnitzel, Done Deal, Reliable Man, and his own horse, Our Rocker, which he raced in New Zealand. He's got a very boutique broodmare band. One of the highlights of that would be Pontiana, who's the dam of Inference, and a piece of Shakrandy, Group 1 winning Dabawi mare. Marquardt, who's a group placed 2-year-old filly. So it's a boutique-y little broodmare band, looking to sort of develop in time, and maybe build that up to sort of 15 or 20 in time. Greg obviously was involved in a very important and influential racing family in the Ingham family, son of Jack, so spent plenty of years growing up in the industry. Those days where he was sort of hanging on to his father's every which move, and then going to the track in the mornings, going to the races on Saturday, or Sundays going to the yards. He always has been involved with it and caught the bug from a very young age, and he always tells the story of when Sweet Embrace, when she won the slipper, is one of his fondest early memories, is remember counting the money with his dad. So I think at the end of the day, Greg's got the bug of it, and he's a great bloke, and sort of he really gets behind the industry. So I've only recently gone out on my own as Andrew Williams Bloodstock, and Greg was the first person to sort of say, pick up the phone and said, Andy, what are your plans? Do you mind if I can get you on my team, help me out with my breeding plans, the young stock, racing stock, and just to be involved in the operation? So that's my involvement with Greg. We've sort of had horses together in Hawkes Racing, and we've either seen each other in New Zealand at Karaka or at the races, and we've become much as a pal as anything. And Barb has been very good. She's actually family friends of ours from back home in New Zealand, so there's that connection there, and has been a connection for a while. So, but the most important thing is Greg was one of the first people to pick up the phone and said, Andy, I would support you in your next venture, and happy to do so in a concept such as the Everest. In regards to Everest Day, we've got the Greg, Barb and the family coming across from New Zealand. We're actually in the process of planning the table at the moment, so he'll be definitely there Everest Day, and very much looking forward to the experience. The Everest is a significant catalyst for spring racing, especially here in Sydney, and anything that we can sort of positively push or encourage for our industry to take on the consumer dollar is only a great thing. And you know, the positive feedback I hear from the boys in the city, my friends, tradies, everyone, is they're all talking about the Everest. It's making the paper, it's making positive headlines. And I think in our sport, that's what we should be encouraging, especially us young people. We're responsible for the next generation, and if we can get behind concepts that are only going to bring positive change to the industry, geez, it'll bull on for us.